Hi, I'm Conrad from Conrad P Woodturning. Before I begin with the video, I'd just like to say I know I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. That's because over the past couple of months I've been very busy at school with exams and assessment tasks, but now I'm on holidays, so I should have plenty of time to do some wood turning and make a couple videos, so I am looking forward to that. The plan for today's video is to make a letter opener using this letter opener kit, and I'm going to be using this highly figured eucalyptus blank for the timber handle. It should look quite nice. I really like the figured and curly grain on that, so it should make for a nice letter opener. So without further ado, we'll get started with preparing this blank, drilling it out, and gluing in the brass tube. Okay, so here are the different components of the letter opener kit. So here's the actual letter opener itself, just chrome coated. It looks quite nice. Here's the end cap, which goes on the other end. And this is the brass tube which I'll be gluing in. So first I'm just going to mark out the section of timber that I'll cut off and use for this kit. So this section seems to have a little bit more figuring in it, so I'm just going to use that section for this kit. I'll just mark out with a pencil the line where I'm going to cut it, and just leave a little bit of extra material either side. Just transfer that line to that side. Doesn't need to be perfect, just as long as it's close to square. And I'll just quickly cut to that line with a tenon saw. Okay, so now I'm ready to drill the hole so I can glue the brass tube into the blank. Now, ideally you'd use what's called a pen blank vise to hold the blank while drilling. It essentially helps hold the piece of timber square so that the drill bit will drill through the center of the whole blank. I don't have one of those, so I'm just going to be using a regular drill press vise. And one of the problems with using one of these is that if you get the angle of this pen blank off, you can end up not drilling through the center, and on the other side of the blank you'll actually see that it may be too close to one of the sides and you'll end up stuffing it up. So what I like to do is lower the drill so that the drill bit is right next to the pen blank, like that. And then by putting the blank right up against the end, I can actually see that it's not parallel to the drill bit. So I'll just loosen a little bit and align it so that it's parallel, just like that. And then I know that when I drill through, it's going to go pretty much right through the center. Okay, now I'm ready to glue this brass tube into the drilled blank. So I'm just going to get some thick viscosity CA glue. And just put some into the blank. And then I'll put some on the tube. Spin it as it goes in. And then I'll just use a pencil just to push that tube in. Now there's an even amount of wood either side of the tube, so that's good to go. Now what I like to do, just a little tip, see how there's all that excess glue on the end of the blank? If you put that down on your table or workbench or anything else, that glue will drip down and stick to your bench. So I like to put it on a pack of just a few post-it notes, then that way it won't, the glue won't stick to your bench. And you can just peel off the layers of post-it notes that have the glue on them. It's usually only the first two layers anyway, so that's a good way to keep the glue from getting onto your bench. I'll be back when that glue dries, and then I'll sand off the excess timber either side of the brass tube, then it's ready to turn. Okay, so the glue on the pen blank has set and it's ready to be turned. So before I pop it on the pen mandrel, I'll just sand off the excess timber either side of the brass tube, and that's ready to go. So I've just set up the disc sander on the lathe. If you're interested to see how I made this disc sander, I do have a video on how I made this. I'll pop it in the description below, and you can check that out. I put the blank onto the mandrel and I'm ready to turn it down to the diameter of these two silver bushings here. I'm just going to be using the skew chisel for roughing and getting it down to that diameter. So yeah, it should be good. I'll be turning at about 1700 RPM. Okay, so I've turned the handle of the letter opener, so now I'm ready to move on to sanding. Going to be starting at 100 grit and working my way up through the grits all the way to 1200. Okay, so now it's sanded up to 1200 grit. Before I apply finish, something I like to do is just get a piece of paper towel and get all the sanding dust that's stuck on the wood off. Otherwise it may it won't allow for the finish to be applied 100%. Okay, it looks like normal dust is coming off. So now I'm ready to apply finish. I really like the figured grain of that timber. Very nice. Okay, for applying the finish, I'm going to be using some thick viscosity CA glue. I'm going to put on probably around maybe 10 to 15 coats, and then after that I'll use an abrasive polish to make it nice and shiny. So just applying the first coat of CA glue. Then I'll let that dry, and then I'll apply the next coats. So I keep doing that over and over again up until I get to about 10-15 coats. And when I'm happy with it, I'll be back and I'll apply the abrasive polish. Okay, so I've applied 15 coats of super glue. So essentially what that's done is now built up a plastic like layer on top of the timber, and that basically prevents the oils from your skin from discolouring the timber over time with use. So now I'm just going to make it a little bit more shiny by using this abrasive polish. This is Triple E Ultra Shine. U-Butte Polishes is the brand. I've used this many times and I think it's a great finish. Essentially what it does is it has these little like pieces of grit in it, and it'll start sanding from about 600 grit, and the more you use it, the grit breaks down to finer grit, and it'll sand to about 20,000 to 30,000 grit, it says. So yeah, just turn on the lathe at a high speed. I'm going as fast as I can go, which is around 1700. Just rub it on like so, and then rub it in. and man, that looks very nice. I really like the figure. And that polish does do a good job at giving it a nice sheen. Okay, so now I'm ready to press the components of the letter opener into the wooden barrel. So I don't have a pen press, so instead, as an alternative, I just have these two little wooden discs. One end has the drive center marks in, and the other has the tailstock, the live center mark. And they just fit onto the centers, like so. And then you lock the tailstock into place and just extend the quill to press the components together. It's relatively simple, and for me I think it's better than investing $80 into getting a dedicated pen press. This works just fine for me. So I'll press the pen end cap. Sorry, not the pen end cap, the letter opener cap in first. Bit tricky to get started, but once you get it in, it's simple. Okay, and that looks very nice. Okay, now for the dagger style letter opener end. You might be thinking, how can I press that in when I've got the letter opener end here? It's actually quite clever the way they've done this. So you unscrew the section on the bottom with the adapter which fits into the barrel, just like that. And then you're left with just that little component there. Pop this in like so. Press it in. And then you're right to just screw the handle onto the letter opener. And man, I love that. That is so beautiful. Very happy with that. And there you go. There's a complete letter opener. Thumbs up. Okay, so here's the end product. I'm really happy with how the handle turned out, and I really love the highly figured grain. I'll show some close-up photos at the end of the video so you can take a better look. But to be quite honest, I actually don't think this kit is very good quality. After playing around with it for a bit and after using it, the letter opener itself all of a sudden became very wobbly, if you can see that. I think the threads have actually stripped, so now when you try and screw the handle back in, it actually doesn't screw back in. So I don't know if it's just whether the kit I got was faulty or whether it's just a really bad design, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting this kit just because of that. It's a shame because it looks really nice, and I've sort of ended up wasting the timber on the handle. But I don't know, I might be able to get a replacement letter opener and maybe that'll work. Anyway, if you did like this video, please consider giving it a like below and leaving a comment if you wish. And also please consider subscribing to my channel if you'd like to keep up to date with my new videos that I upload. So, yeah, thanks for watching this video, I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Take care.